Hello, I'm Captain Vile. Welcome back to Dredge. Now, there's something I forgot to do last episode. I got the boxes and the money to upgrade our hull for the final time, so... here is the Inquisitive Voyager, as you know it quite familiarly. Very nice. And it's quite a drastic change, too. Expensive, but... yeah. Crikey. Rather large now. I don't believe we can only do this with dock. Alright. We've got some room. And some leftover money, I suppose. Oh. I can put this here now. And did I ever undermark it? So if I took this off, that's 16. I don't know. I think it's better to just use I've not researched them yet. Wow, like at all. Do I have any? No, I don't. Oh well. We've got 2 creatures left to catch. Are we heading the correct way, right? Yes. I like the pipes. What they've done with that. It's quite nice. It's always cool getting a new thing. I'm glad they added that. They didn't do that in the Pale Reach, which I'm not that surprised by, frankly. Okay, now I'm just gonna make sure. Wikipedia. No, I'm in the abbreviations. Crab. Do. 0 to 25. Alright, that must have been our problem. Now we just need another one. No, not you. Oh well, we've got several places to look. So, is that it? I don't think I can check improved. Are they not looking in volcanic? Here, Devil's Spine. How's that? There. Advanced Rod. Yeah, fair enough. Volcanic. But it looks like a frying pan is my best description. Uh-oh, something's after us. I sounded like the blind one. Oh, and it's nighttime. That's not great. I guess I spend a bit too much time looking at the new and improved Inquisitive Voyager. No. Uh-oh. Okay, they scared them off with the vents, which we can't really see on the frying pan. Here, why don't I actually use the tool? Oh! Tools at my disposal. Go away, you little rats. Yeah, that works. I would see, like, the dorsal fin. I mean, I can't see those annoying buggers. But the dorsal fin sticking out from the water, presumably. They're over there somewhere. So, actually, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't. There are not many shark-like entities that are overworld monsters. Yeah, there's the great white shark that rushes you. But, yeah, no, they don't normally have a dorsal fin sticking out. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot about the good old crab trap. That's not another boat. Don't worry about it. Oh, goody. Well, might as well head back, I guess. It's got a couple days. However, are we going to be facing something? I've got Banish on standby. And I gotta remember not to hit it by accident, in order, it's like thinking I would go faster. Okay, I didn't do that. My freaking lights turned on their own. Okay. I'm hearing something. Oh, I'm trying to... Yeah, that's awesome, Foreman. Here you go. Just the music kicks in. It's always so funny when it's quiet. You know what I keep forgetting we have? Sanity. Like, wow. Every time. Let's take a sip of some, shall we? Much better. Alright, we can head over now. I mean, it's daytime, so we maybe didn't need to do that. But you know what? It's nice to have tea sometimes. Even if you don't necessarily need it. Oh, look, a whale. That's nice. A Leviathan creature I am fine running into. Not really what I'm looking for. Alright, well, where is the trader, who we have not been talking to in, like, weeks? And I talked about this earlier, you overlooked this, but it's like days. Oh, that's where the blind mother was. Over here. In-game days. Like, we've been at this in the Dredge world for about half a year. 190 days. Howdy. Wouldn't happen to sell an excess. Well, that's really all my money. I don't want to find any more. Oh well, I'll just rest and then get it. That'll be fine. Oh, awesome. Take all. Alright, we're teleporting back to sell these. No, damn! Leave me alone! Did that even hit? I don't know. No. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, finally. You would not believe how long that took. Okay. Let's head back before it gets dark. This is the finale you're going to want to be able to see. In terms of, like, what happens at the rig. The last ongoings-on at the rig were at night. And it made it a little more scenic. But, I don't know. Here. It'll stop being orange soon enough. Now it's midday. And rather rainy. But that can also set the mood. Let's give it a second. Still gonna be... Yep. Hey, by all means, it's a storm is in fact coming. Alright. So... what will happen to the scientists, do you all think? Closer. Devil's spine. Well, here are all your samples. Cut the music. With shocking speed, he rushes towards the table, grabbing at corpses. The shape that bursts through the blackboard barely resembles a scientist, no longer meek and cowed. Now frightening visage of stretched skin and sharp teeth. With a sickening crunch, he bites into the sea scorpion carcass, a black liquid dripping from his mouth. His terrible head snaps to lock eyes with yours. A feral cry rises from his lungs, forming a cursory scream, freshly born claws pointed at your direction. With limbs overcome by frantic spasm, he stumbles towards the nearest window, slowly at first, then arriving at considerable speed. The irradiated form of the scientist crashes through the glass, diving out beyond the deck of the platform, down, hitting the water, then disappearing into the deep. Well, we helped him. Now let's help these guys. By turning off the defenses. The defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates all the ears. You walk to the perimeter of the tower. One of the electrical panels hasn't been securely fastened. If they don't want this thing, I'd be happy to take it off their hands. You open the panel. Inside, a bunch of cables travel from a black box up to the heights of the tower. The black box has a number of empty slots. On one of them, which is module inserted into it, it's labeled Flea and electrical tape. Considering this her invention, perhaps a researcher in Celebration could have some advice. Alrighty. Encyclopedia, the Scorpion, Pursuits. Visit the researcher in Stellar Basin. See, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. Instead of just me trying to catch a damn scorpion for like 20 minutes. Which is how long it took, if you were wondering. We're going the wrong way. This direction. Yeah, you see the trees? There's the researcher. Alright. So I forgot you had to go to the researcher again. But it doesn't take that long. You meet with her, and okay, did something spawn? Yes, something spawned. The monster ray. Oh dear. The pitiful monster ray. It cannot even keep up with my awesome new ship. The Inquisitive Voyager outpaces the hell spawn of the deep. Punk. And here we are at last. Well, at last. It's been a minute. Anyway. Hello, researcher. You'd better be taking care of first mate. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you with a hammer. You're alone here. I would not get caught. About those defenses on the rig. Oh, I hope they worked. The workers on the rig want to find a way to sabotage them. Found their conscience, have they? I suppose they're wanting to look an accident. They wouldn't want to face corpse wrath if they were found culpable. I do have a pleasingly elegant idea. We don't actually have to sabotage the defense at all in the traditional sense. If you recall, they emit a word. At the moment, they're broadcasting a warning. Flee. But we can change that. I have other recordings of other words. Instead of warning, it could be broadcast an invitation. There's one in particular I've been referring to by its closest human analog. Rise. I'll prepare some blueprints for the module. You'll have to assemble it and slot it into... Oh, of course, I gotta assemble it. Alright, that's all. Yeah, gee, thanks, lady. Pursuits. Override the defenses. I'm gonna need a damn, like, box, aren't I? Alright, there's, one... Yeah, there's the rig.
forgot your anchor!
Wow!
I suppose it's happening at night, eh? Trying to keep a record. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Do you have anything else to do? Like, preparing for the attack? Oh, the oil. Do I? Please tell me I have some of the oil. Indeed, I do. Oh, past me. I could kiss you. Here, move the old module and insert the new one. As it clinks into place, the sound of the tower changes to a deep rumble. The Kraken's back. But it's not alone. Yeah, that the rise was not just an invitation to the Kraken. Alright, I think we should maybe stop emitting it now. The last scraps of metal still fading from the destroyed drill tower. The executive boards the helicopter, rotors already spinning. Is everyone alright? All accounted for in the factory. Yes, foundry's fine. I guess we'll wait for our lifts out of here. No, there's no way I'm traveling there anywhere by boat. Yeah, thanks, pal. Yeah, I'll sit tight for now. Fisherman, the main buildings are mostly undamaged, so if you still need stuff made, we can sort you out. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to take a well-deserved nap after putting all of your lives in danger. And my own, too, if you guys didn't notice. Yeah, you were all safe up there on the rig. I was down here. That thing could have taken me out. The Leviathan, the Kraken, 2 sea monsters that have been on my tail this whole damn series. Oh well. It's finally time to end the series. Jumping from one catastrophe to another. I've unlocked both good and bad endings. Anywho, ruined mansion. What is it? What did it do to me? Oh, I don't have the thing with me. Hang on. One moment, pal. You can take its place. Oh, bugger. We don't have any... Well, hang on. There we go. Even. Now we can end the series. You climb the broken steps into the old mansion. The waves swelling and crashing against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before crossing the threshold. Deliver the relic. He approaches, drawing closer with an incessant ticking. You have the pocket watch. I've had it for weeks. I was busy doing Arctic stuff and oil rig stuff and other stuff. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplicably twitching in a rhythmic struggle. Trying but failing to move forwards, you place it in front of the collector. Though it has been some decades since I last laid eyes upon this, the sound of its mechanisms has grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit, I am surprised. I did not think you had a determination for such a job. Now, with these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. I suspect you know by now. Know what? It will become apparent soon enough. We must make one final voyage. This time, I will be with you. I'm ready. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Warning, one more time. Your progress will not be saved. Yes. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Yeah, good luck with that. They never are unaware of mine. They're always trying to give me what I deserve. But I've snuck past them many a time. I slipped past that Kraken and Leviathan. Anyway, our destination is open, or is an open expanse to the west of the Great Amaro. It's marked on the map. We must not tarry. On the open waters, not with such a significant cargo. Make haste! The collector is aboard your vessel. Is he... No, I can't flip him upside down. Anywho. Make haste, you say. Yes, I think I see it. No, 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 don't teleport us away. I am also pretty sure that you actually cannot be attacked by creatures. Like, they programmed it in so it wouldn't ruin the climax if a shark came out of nowhere and attacked you. Like, it's... How oddly peaceful, hmm? The sea knows what we're doing, and it does not want to stop us. This is the place. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and only because of what we've achieved. He opens the book and begins to read aloud. To release one lost, frozen in time. He froze the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by change of the deep. He froze the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. He froze the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. He froze the key, and he slots the key in the lock of the music box. And lay the world to rest. He froze the music box overboard. Its key is left unturned. I'm not going to talk during this. Well, that is the bad ending of Dredge, and the price of her resurrection? The world. And presumably us. My bad. Voice actors. Just going, ho 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 ho. Oh well. I have not spoiled the twist just yet. Continue. Continue from what? The world's over. I do believe we can now speak to the lighthouse keeper and set things straight. And remember Greater Marrow? We've not been here in a while. They don't even know my awesome boat now. What is it? What do you know about the book, Silver and Crimson book? She shudders at the very mention of the book. You're really asking me, after all this time? You know it must be returned. She looks at you with deep pity. You have to move on, for her sake as well as yours. Take control. Be rid of that thing once and for all. What is it? Marival Marrow. That's... I try not to think about it. It's a painful memory for us all. Some nights I can still hear the hum of his engines sailing past the bay. But I know he's gone. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I should go. Hang on. Uh-oh. Maybe I have to give it to him and then be like, oh, I'm not ready. Okay, one moment. Tell me more about that book of yours. This is it. Which book? This one here? With a wide grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to say to the histories of Grey Isles. It's quite a chore. Don't play dumb. You know which book I mean. Play dumb? Our hypocrisy is wearing. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hand, seethed in dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead. Ask us. Where did you get it? Sparking dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically, like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Give me the book. Your words hang in the space between. You don't change a thing. The book is ours. Step closer. You take a step closer through the cracking room. The collector lurches forward in response. What can you possibly hope to achieve? Take the book. You strike out with your right fist, punch hard into the jaw of the collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. You are pathetic. The Book of the Deep is in your hands. Understand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I know how to bring her back. It's all right there in the pages. And now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. We can undo everything. Undo what you did. This really... Ooh, boy. That kind of puts a damper on the reveal. Well, we were the collector the whole time, if you didn't quite get what happened. He's our reflection. We met him in the porthole. That's our reflection in our own boat's porthole. That isn't the doorway, that's a mirror. It's very clever. Even in the first episode, I pointed out, like, nice glasses and nice book. Because he's dressed exactly like him. Well, somewhat. Anyway, okay, well, first of all, I hope I have enough to cover this. Ugh, that would have been bad. Anyway, I've got the book. I have the book. You've had that this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now it's time to act. Do you still remember where it happened? In that gloomy darkness behind the bay? When you're ready, I'll point the way. I'm ready. You're entering the... Yeah. We must wait until night is thickest, until the ocean is at its... as it was all those years ago. Also 1 in the morning. So here's how we get the good ending. It's time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right for her. Throw it back. Let's buy me dinner first. Okay, well, that's also taken the air out of this dramatic situation, huh? But at least, okay, but I'm ruining all these reveals. Whatever. It was west. Here. There we go. So, what will happen this time? Well, unfortunately, this time we get what we deserve. This is the place. Throw it back. The book struggles in your grasp, its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. Throw it back. You hold it tightly above your head. A low groan rumbles from the book, echoed by another from the depths. Throw it back. You throw it into the foaming water. Well, great. I did so well surviving against this damn thing the whole game, and now the Leviathan gets me. At least it wasn't the Kraken. That's all I have to say. The world is safe from my greed, I suppose. I much prefer the ending where I get everything I want, not get what I deserve. But, as you can see, they're not dead. Oh well. That was Dredge. I kind of lumped the DLC finale and this finale into one, because as you saw, it's rather abrupt, so it would have been maybe 10 minutes of an episode instead of this kind of, I'm assuming 30-ish minutes, maybe actually 20, with how much I've had to cut. But I quite like this game. It's relaxing. and the management is quite nice. It's something about it just tickles my brain. I don't know how else to say it. It's almost like a game for me. I just wish this story was a little different. I quite liked that collector reveal. I thought that was rather clever. Even though it might have been dampened by the fact that we've not been engaging in the main story in like a month and had been doing DLC, which is pretty cool. It's just that the Iron Rig DLC, that one is you need to do, well, you saw how much teleporting we were doing? If you didn't do the Pale Reach DLC, which they're separate, by the way, you don't buy, I mean, I bought like the complete edition, I guess. But if you want to do it, get that, because then you can teleport to the rig whenever you want. But I quite liked the art style. I liked we didn't engage with it that much. Or, I mean, if we did, I cut it, because it's just like a minute of flipping stuff. But the Resident Evil kind of Jenga, I just wish there were some more, like, wacky fish designs. Like, it's mostly squares, and then, like, there's some angled ones. But later on, there's, like, hammerheads. The sharks are the best ones. Because they're, like, 7, but it's, like, free wide with a bunch of, like, I don't know how else to say it. But they're pretty distinct in trying to fit them in places. It's quite nice. I wish there were more day creatures. Like, each biome somewhat has a creature. I mean, in Stellar Basin, it's not, like, it's more just you can't go in this area until you're fast enough. I do wish there were overworld creatures. Like, I know there's Madness, and you can have overworld creatures, but if there was, like, a permanent... I mean, I guess it was the Leviathan, but that's really only if you're insane and in deep water, but it is an insta-kill. But one thing I've not mentioned about this, because I've waited in here, my favorite part of the game, it's not quite a horror game, but it's in between the lines. You are the horror. Gradually, you become part of it. And it's also somewhat apparent with the rig, with, like, how they first got there. They were terrified of it, and gradually it becomes mundane. Like, the horror of Dredge is they're in a catastrophic situation, and it just becomes, oh, well, there's the horrors of the deep, and it just scuffed my paint job. Oh, well. Instead of going completely mad at the sight of something you can't comprehend. I'd quite like that. You can't quite have it be spelled out in the game because it's somewhat ruined. You have to have it be subtle and gradual, but you can't quite expand upon it in a way that I'd like them to without them losing the subtlety, which makes it work so well. And I'm also kind of ruining it. But there's another thing. I remember a commenter mentioned that the ship or the castle their searcher in is not pointing at the creature in the lagoon. It's pointing at the open ocean to defend her from something there, which is a nice detail that I didn't actually notice, and they pointed out to me, so thanks for them. But I quite enjoyed it. Being that I am a man of my word, Sonic Forces is next. Wonderful. Oh well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Dredge, and good Vile.
Please! You know the rules, Hook. A good captain always goes down with his ship. I don't wanna be a good captain!